Gator, what's this about? Did you do that? Did you do that, Gator? Huh? Let me see that combo. What's wrong with that? I'm just kidding. Gator did not do that. It was one of the big dogs, actually. Probably because my mom usually gets up at like, and we're usually getting up at like 7:30 to 8, and I'm not getting out here to let the dogs out soon enough. So they just remind me with a nice pile of crap or just pee right on the floor in there. It's okay. I like to clean it up. All right, Gator, you ready to go, bud? He's ready. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. We are going out to feed cows today. It's like -6 degrees outside, so that's nice. But I said I was gonna wait for a warm day to do a project, so I'm choosing the coldest day to do a project because I can't just sit around anymore in the afternoons. I am gonna put a bunch of cattle mats out on the fence line feed bunk. We have about 38 of them or something that need to get set up right now. So once we're done feeding, Sierra and I are gonna split up. She's gonna take the bale bed and go roll out bales and check on things, and I'm gonna get to mix and feed right away. And then, yeah, once we get done, hopefully get done around 1, 2 o'clock, so we got enough daylight to go mess around and get those mats all set up. A little story time for you guys this morning. So yesterday morning when we were getting up to go feed cows, we went and grabbed a bale quick with the bale bed, and we're coming down the gravel road, and I look over right over here in the field where the cows are at, and there's a van, an older van, sitting right here on the hilltop in the pasture, inside the pasture. So I was like, what is happening? Because these are drive-through gates, so you don't have to do anything. So I'm like, is someone just out there in our field doing something, you know? I was curious, obviously, because all the cows are up here bellowing at him like, where's our hay? And it's just some guy in a van. But if you look very closely here, you'll see this is a little bit disrupted right here. And the roads were really icy yesterday. So what happened was this van came down in the ditch. He drifted sideways right here. And that H-brace right there is actually a new H-brace. Yesterday, he took out the line post and 2 of the corner posts for the H-brace. He took both those posts out, going up like that. Somehow swung around and was parked about 80 to 100 yards down that way in the pasture. So I have no idea how you managed to do that. I know it was icy, obviously, and it couldn't have happened more than about 30 minutes before we got out here. So we pulled him out of there and everything else, and I mean, kind of just sent him on his way, because there's really nothing we weren't gonna wait around or do anything. So I just started feeding the cows right away. We fixed the fence with a couple used posts, and that was about it. That was it. We got her done, and whatever. The cows are safe. No one got hurt, at least. His van's pretty well dinged up, and we lost a couple posts in the process. But other than that, it was pretty harmless, which was good. Just kind of funny. I wish I would have had that on film for sure. These boys are gonna need a bale here pretty quick. And we got a little snow last night, as you can tell. I don't know how much. There's no snow gauges around here, so probably an inch. So I don't know why those lights are on, but hopefully that thing starts. It's cold, girls. See if we'll fire up. We need you. We need you, Jinxie. These cows are needing you desperately. Come on, girl. Oh. Good morning, she says. Your battery better not be dead because those stupid taillights are on. Hello? Help me. Just kidding. All right, we're gonna let these warm up for a minute, and I'm gonna go roll out one bale and check the water for the group over east, and then Sierra will take over that operation, and I'll get to feeding the hooligans. Good job. Who is this character? She gets to ride in the pickup because she's cute. They're hungry today, probably because it dropped 20 degrees. Yeah, boys and girls. Little bit of beef slushy. Oh, that ain't even bad. Wow. I don't know what Dad's got in this tank, but this must be that water that water boy drank when he got knocked out, because it just doesn't freeze. It's -3 degrees outside. Pretty cool. You little mother fricker, get off my seat. Every time I get in here, every time I leave for like a second. Sierra's gonna go do some bale spreading. She's rode with me for 2 days, so she knows what's up. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. She's pretty good at running machines. So I'm gonna move this over there quick, I guess, and then she'll give me a ride back to the tractor. Yeah, the last about 2-3 weeks has been kind of fake winter. It's been like, oh, we might dabble with you, but no. Now it's real winter. As soon as it gets in the negatives and there's some snow on the ground, the winter time has arrived. So that's great. But hopefully we get a couple nice days in the next week or two so Mom and Dad can get those calves weaned. I don't know if I'll make it back over for that or not. We'll see. Oh, looks like she forgot about me. She's heading to spread bales and I'm walking back to the shop. At least it's not friggin' -3 degrees outside. It's for cold out here, bud. Hey. Well, boys, if there's no door on that skid steer, I don't think you're gonna see me putting any mats out today. It's too freaking cold, actually, this time. But we are still gonna feed, because you have to feed no matter what the temperature is. Fire it up and start mixing up a load for them cows that we just rolled a bale out to. It's actually brutally cold outside, not gonna lie. If I haven't mentioned that yet, guys, it's hard to even walk from the tractor to the Merlot without freezing your hands. I just took a piss, I had to take my gloves off, my hands are numb. But we're thankful for tractors that have heaters and enough windbreak to keep these cows warm, and we're bringing the feed to them right on time, so they don't have to sit around and wait for it today. They can eat. Feeling a little sorry for them cows, so I threw an extra 500 pounds of silage on here. Not sure if that's okay, Dad, but I'm sure you're watching this. Just let me know in the comments, buddy. I don't know, there's a little bit of a wind, but cold. So I'm gonna feed them kind of out in the open. They're moving around. They're not just standing up in a corner or anything, so I don't feel like I need to do that. But let me know what you would do. There is trees right here. We could go feed on the back side of it, but it's kind of where we got all of our other stuff. The water tank and the feeder is the creep feeders for the calves, so I don't really want to cram everything up there, but whatever. They'll be fine. They're all out here. I should put the camera down and feed them. That's what they're saying right now. Cold out there, huh, guys? How'd it feel hanging outside while I was in this heated cab? Well, it probably felt pretty cold. That's why you need to get yourself one of these Feldhouse Oak Creek Ranch hats, stocking hats. These hats, and we got Feldhouse merch over on Hunting Sodak, and there's, what do we got over there? We got hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts. So if you guys need a Christmas present, or somebody's been watching that wants the actual Feldhouse Oak Creek Ranch instead of the Ranching Sodak merch, that's gonna be over on huntingsodak.com. And then any of the Ranching Sodak stuff, we got baseball caps, hats, coffee mugs, travel mugs, and then my mom's got some of her personal pictures that she took, postcards. Those are over on ranchingsodak.com. So go down into the link down below. They'll both be down there, and check that out and make sure you pick that stuff up. We're starting to run out of time here before Christmas, about 2 weeks. Get your stuff ordered while you can, and we'll make sure to get it to you. Time for another load, boys. Yep, you heard it here first. It's time for another load. I'm very excited. I'm sure you guys are excited. Let me know in the comments if you're getting bored of this crap. I've only been here for 3 days. Well, there's Sierra. She's just rolling out some bales for these guys. Looks like they got their second one, but they'll go back to eating their bales later since I'm gonna feed them. They know where the good stuff is at. It's right here. She's just rocking and rolling away. It's good. Guess what we're doing? We're mixing up another load of feed. Epic time lapse. We might have got just a little bit carried away with that one. A couple extra 100 pounds, maybe like 1,000, but that's okay. It's cold today, it's cold. Yeah, she's pretty full. It's our second to last load. We gotta go feed those cows at home in the fence line bunk and then run over here and, well, bring it back and just mix up a small load, about 3,500 pounds. Put about half it out for these calves and then the other half they'll have in the morning. And then I think I'm gonna run into town and do a few dealings, you know, what you do in the town, go to the bank, go to the courthouse. I don't know if I'm gonna get that bunk line set up today or not with the mats. Kind of cold to mess around. We might just wait till Friday actually looks nicer. Friday is like 18, 19 degrees instead of negative, or what was the high today? -1 or 3 or something. So maybe on Friday we'll do it, I guess. I don't know. If I keep putting it off, Dad's not gonna do it. He's too busy with other stuff when he gets home usually. So kind of need to get her done. And you see by the dawn's early light. Getting ready, I'm gonna sing at the NFR next year, I think. So then I don't have to be here feeding. Ha ha! All right, girls, get up here and get your frickin' food. Charging $1 a pound for this food here, so come get it. A little windy, so we probably lost the extra 1,000 pounds we added and blowing over the bunk, you know. Well, not over the bunk, but away from the bunk. As you can see, it kind of got spread. Once it gets lighter, it starts to blow a little bit more. So it's best if you can try to spin it out heavier like we were doing up here. Then the wind doesn't affect it as much then. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go back to Jim's and put on one last little loadie for those calves. Then we'll kind of drive around and snoop out everything, make sure everybody's feeding and getting full at least. Maybe laying down a little bit, hunkering down for the rest of the day. Then we'll probably run into town. Hey, what do you think you're doing, buddy? I wonder, how the frick did they get out? Cows shove them through these bars here or what? Or maybe just stuck through there? Well, he'll be on cleanup crew. He's gonna do the outskirt cleanup. Good job, buddy. Him and Rico over here. The frick do you think you're doing, Rico? See if he'll go back in. Hey, get back in the pen. Well, we'll come check on them later. They're not gonna freaking go anywhere. There's nowhere to go. It's gonna sit here and feed with their moms, but I don't know how they got out, if they got pushed through the bunk or if they, interesting. Well, cool. Let's meander on back to Jimmy's. Alrighty, last load, boys and girls. Get up in here. What are you doing in my seat, Gator boy?
Working hard, or are they working?
Load up, buddy. Yes. Yes. Boys and girls, it's cold out there. Yikes. We're almost done. Half of this out, probably, depending on how much they ate. That's it. We're parking the tractors, and after that, you won't see me until I pick you up to go do the cattle mats. Just take off. Well, we're getting the last two little wranglers in right now. Oh gosh. Turn. Oh, they'll go. Just don't let a bunch out. Oh no. You're good. You're good. Nice job, Sierra. Good job. If that didn't work, we were gonna have to sit Gator on them, so those calves are lucky. All right, well, those are back in. Luckily, we have the old log windbreak out there from when the power company came through to put these poles up. They're like, where can we dump the trees? Dad's like, right here. Hashtag free windbreak life. It ain't the prettiest windbreak, but it's sure the cheapest. Man, Mom just like, Christmas is coming. I'm leaving for vacation though, you gotta get all my mail. Hey, look who sent us a letter. Russ Clark, Ranching Sodak. Is this gonna be my first Ranching Sodak package I get to open here on the channel? Because Dad gets to go to Las Vegas, so I guess I get whatever's in the mystery package. It's probably like something direct for Dad. Oh, okay. Looks like it's a return of some gloves from Ranching Sodak. I didn't know that. And also a Christmas card from Russ that I can barely not even read.
Oh, receive the new
small.
gloves today. Thank you.
Oh.
The sun is shining bright today and warming up. Thank you.
Perfect. Cool. No, thank you, Russ. Awesome. Got to open it on the channel. He got a size extra large. These are larges, so he sent these back. Thanks, Russ. Thanks for participating. If you guys want to get a pair of gloves, go over to ranchingsodak.com. Ooh, too cold, boys. Nothing to it. Well, it's the next day, guys, and we're gonna go out and put those mats on the bunk. We fed the cows probably 3 hours ago now, so they should be mostly done chewing on what's on the other side of the bunk, so we should be able to go out there and set these mats up, I hope. We got a bunch of mats sitting in the yard right here, but I brought my dump trailer home with us with some more mats. So my plan is to there's two 8x8s. Those are gonna go in the tub over in the working facility, but the mats that are in the dump trailer, I brought 8 more regular ones that are gonna go out on the bunk. There's probably another 20 to 25 regular ones sitting right there. So I'm gonna just take the skid steer, dump them right in my dump trailer, drive the dump trailer out there, dump all of them out, and then come back, grab the skid steer, go out there and start lining everything up. But we should be able to cover the rest of the first bunk, and we might be able to get everything. I don't know yet. We'll have to see when we get out there how much ground we can actually cover. Hopefully we can cover everything. That way Dad gets off my back and we can have a full 600 foot of bunk line covered with mats to show you guys in the spring how cool it's gonna be. But if you guys are interested in the mats, don't forget to go down to the link down below, dfcattlemats.com. Give me a call today. We build every size imaginable. If you can dream it up, we can build it, and we can cover just about anything for you. So don't be afraid to reach out and we can get you set up with whatever you need. If there's no door, I'm just gonna go dump them out there and then he can deal with it. But if there is a door on there, I'll be nice enough and do the full installation too. I guess that's how it works. He gets his mats at half price and I install them, except I don't see a door on this said skid steer here. I don't know if we have a door or if we broke the last one we had. Here looks to be the remnants of a door. If you can see there. Oh, there's maybe a fresh door back there. Maybe we'll pop that guy on. She just might line up here, boys. Oh. Yeah, no, this is definitely off the old S185. Well, that does us zero good. Maybe I'll have to suit up with a frickin' face mask on to get these out there. Well, here I thought I was gonna be in luxury, sitting in the cab of a skidder, but half a cab is about what we're gonna get, 3/4 of a cab. But I'll be good in this gear for now. We'll go dump it out and then come back and I'll suit up. But we gotta hook this dump trailer up to the pickup here. Yeah, so this is DCT dump trailer here. This one's mine, and it runs on a little Honda motor, Honda 200 on here, and hydraulic reservoir right there, pump off of it, and just a one-way cylinder, or two-way cylinder, I guess, underneath that dumps the whole rig. And it's really slick. When I was looking at dump trailers, I was looking at the electric ones or whatever, and it just seems like a pain now compared to this thing. Like, you have to either plug it in or make sure your solar's working or charge that stupid battery all the time. Whereas this, it's like you fill that 1 gallon gas tank on there, it'll go for 50 dumps, you know. Like, I maybe dump the trailer 50 times in a year. So for only filling it, you know, once a year with a gallon of gas, never plugging it in, never anything. Well, obviously in the winter it's a little bit slower, but no matter what you do with hydraulics, if you keep it outside in the winter, it's gonna be slow. But here we go. We got 2 8x8s right here. The rest are the 6x6s in the front. So we'll just get the skid steer, scoop these 2 little 8x8s out of here, and yeah, I'll dump the rest of them in here and we'll haul them out there and dump them out. Hopefully, we got to make sure this little engine's gonna fire up though, now that it's been in the warmth for a day. Yep. That's what she needed there, boys. She just needed to warm up a little bit. She was not wanting to start yesterday. Now that's a load of mats, ladies and gentlemen. She's loaded down. That's the most mats I've ever had in here, I think. 10 near 30 mats in there. Good to know that we can haul that much. Probably about 6,000, a little over 6,000 pounds. We're feeling her. The axles are most definitely feeling her. But luckily we only got to go about a 1/4 mile. I wouldn't go a long haul with this. There you have it, boys and girls. They're out here. So now we go back and get the skid steer and put as many out until our hands freeze, and then Matty Ice can take care of the rest. I'm just kidding. Hopefully we can get them all out. That way I don't have to buy them a Christmas present this year. All right, y'all, epic mat laying time lapse coming at you right now. Can't really tell where, oh, the last mat, it ended up here. This stuff is covered in snow right now. And as you can see, they're not really serving a whole bunch of purpose right now anyway, because there's snow here. This is solid pack. They're not in any mud, so it's not a big deal. But when all this snow and crap melts, as you can see, this mat's starting to get uncovered a little bit here. They're spinning out on it and uncovering this mat. So it's working good. It's sitting right by the bunk. They come up here, they stand on it, they eat. But when all this frickin' snow melts, this will just turn into a massive mud divot because it's gonna be wet, compact, and it's all just gonna turn into a mud hole. So in April, we don't want our calves standing in a foot of mud right here trying to feed because we don't want any more stress on them. They're stressful enough. They're weaned, they're trying to pack on pounds, they're all out here by themselves. They're little calves or they're medium calves. They don't know what the frick's going on. Make it easy for them. So we're putting mats here, time lapse it right now, all the way down this bunk line. We got mats all the way to here, and then we just got to get you right there. The next pile I put over there so we can get to the mother bunks kind of in a central zone. But I'll grab like, you know, I'll grab like 8 of them at a time or something and bring them over here. So we'll reset you up, another time lapse. We're gonna keep setting them in place till we freeze out of here. I'm becoming one with the cold. As you can see, we got that whole bunk line done, finally. And now we're gonna move on. I think we honestly might have enough mats to cover almost the whole thing. Then I only owe my dad about 10 more mats and I'll be paid off. Then I'm never coming back when the sun goes down. The sun's going down, but as you can see, these guys right here have been working like a charm. They're sitting on solid ground underneath there, and when these cows come up to feed, they're standing on this solid rubber weave. No slippage, no mud hole. When this melts, these mats are still gonna be right where they're sitting. The water and everything will run through them and run off them down the hill. And if you guys can name any concrete companies that would come out here and pour a curvy bunk line when it's -2 degrees outside, I'd love to get their name. Maybe I can refer those guys to the people that say they'd rather go with concrete. All right, that was a bit of a shot. Concrete bunks are okay. I don't mind the concrete slabs, you know, you can scrape them off real nice. I will admit that's one of the downfalls of these mats. When you get snow on them, you can't really scrape them the best right down to the surface. But what I tell a lot of these guys is just scrape above them about 2-3 inches, leave that much snow and ice on them, because like I just said, that hard pack is not gonna hurt anything. But what's gonna hurt you is when it's muddy in the spring. And if it gets muddy and slippery on concrete, you guys all know about how that goes when it gets muddy on concrete. It's not the best for the cattle. We're gonna finish getting these last few in place here. We'll head down to the other bunk line, hopefully. Ten mats left, it looks like, and we are, I don't know, maybe another 100 feet down here, I think, or maybe another 120. So looks like we'll get halfway done with this last bunk. So this is pretty exciting. It's been in the making for 3 years, I think, since Dad's like, well, let's do it. And kind of ever since then, I've been building mats for everybody else. I build them, you know, 30, 40 a year. This year we built them closer to 50 or 60. So we're gonna be really close. All right, beefers, look out. We gotta set these up. That's all we got for today. We are done. The bunks are lined up. I'm gonna walk this off and just really see how many we got left here. You fricker. Hey, no, get out, get out. Why you gotta chase them cows around, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 30 steps. Come here! Whatever that is, 30 steps is probably about 90 feet in reality. A short 90 feet. Yeah, another 15-ish 6x6s will have us all the way to the end. So that's definitely doable. We'll get it done hopefully before the thaw out this spring. But as you can see, that was that. We got all these mats out here now. Only 80 feet left or 90 feet, and yeah, she's pretty well set up. They look good. A lot of these mats, they aren't the best mats I've ever built because I didn't build them. I hired 2 guys during like August, September time, and they've been really good to me. They've been hard workers, and they've actually been working this week out at the shop. But they do a good job now. These were, I said, you know, go ahead and tear into these 60 mats and just see how you do, and you can learn on them. They don't have to be perfect right away, but I want you to try to get better on every single one. And I already had them sold to my dad, so we pretty much, it was a perfect little training program. I didn't have to tear any of them apart and rebuild them myself. I kind of just let those guys go crazy on them and gave them pointers along the way, and they turned out decent. They're definitely going to do the same purpose as a perfect looking one would, but now they're building them even better. So whenever you guys get mats, they're going to be either me or these guys building them, and we all build them about the same now, so they do good work. To the end of the video for now, you'll have to tune into the next video when we're feeding on them and see how they work, and follow along on the channel throughout the spring. So don't forget to subscribe so you can be tuned in for that. But don't forget to check out DF Cattle Mats, link down below, and get you some mats. We can ship them pretty much anywhere in the nation, even into Canada now. So just feel free to reach out, give me a call, shoot me a message, whatever, and I'll get back to you and we'll get them set up for you. But that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.